What's up, Wolfpack? It is the most electric man in survival entertainment, back again with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review and fishing kit build for the Ka-Bar Kaster. Stay tuned. Right, so as many of you probably saw, I took this Ka-Bar Kaster on my fishing trip the other day out to Angstrom Lake. If you didn't see, I'll put a link to the video down below. Can't do title cards because I don't have a computer. Now, a few thoughts on this. One, I didn't put enough fishing line on it, and I lost my lure twice because when it reached the end of the lure, it just snapped off because there was nothing holding it in place. So, what we're going to do today is we got a bunch of new stuff. Got some leaders, 2 different 5 of diamonds, some little tiny floats that I'm pretty sure will fit in here, and some lead split shot, plus whatever's in my tackle box here. So, what do I think of the Ka-Bar Kaster? First of all, it doesn't weigh anything. You can fit the kit inside, and as far as hand fishing rods go, you can't do worse. I mean, it's comfy to hold. You throw a lanyard on, you're not going to lose it. And once you figure it out, it's easy to cast. I'll repost a clip of me here telling you how to cast it. Alright, let's talk about the technique for the Ka-Bar Kaster. As you saw, you got to lead a whole shitload of line, probably like 10 feet, and then get a good spin on it and try and release it so it goes up. And then for this hand, keep it wrapped tightly around so your fingers don't get in the way, and point it in the direction you're casting. And you probably have about 70% good casts with that. Alright, let's get to the build. Do I come drive through your filming? Alright, first things first, we're going to take them apart, empty them out. That one just has a fishing hook in it. That one has what's left of a little kit in it. Then we're going to take the line off this one, because I'm going to put way more on this time. Hopefully that will prevent the chances of it snapping off in the future, because I didn't think I could cast that far. Alright, so for our fishing line, we're going to use spider wire, stealth camo braid, and 20 pounder. Alright, next step, let's attach some leaders to these. We got 3 leaders in here. Oh, those are fucking long. Oh well. Alright, if the audio sucks here because of that fucking lawnmower, I'll just edit it out and put in some dead tracks. So unfortunately I wasn't paying attention and you didn't get to see a bunch. So we got our leader on. Unfortunately my selection was limited at Walmart, so we have 12-inch leaders on a hand rod, but we'll live with it. Split shot weight in the middle, smallest float I could find at the back. I've done one on each, and then I've started building the kits. Selection at Walmart was kind of less than ideal because our Canadian Tire burned down. So I had to make do. But while I was going through my tackle box here, I found a bunch of extra stuff. Like these much nicer 6-inch leaders. So we'll take an extra one of those for each one. We got some rolling swivels. We'll pop some of those in there. Two in each. Got some non-lead split shot bait, or split shot weights. So we'll put 2 each in each of those. Alright, I have an extra float. It came in a 3-pack, so we're going to be putting that in the bug out bag 1. I have 1 each of these neon yellow tails. 1 each of these just offset hooks. I switched down the bars for 2 reasons. 1, if I ever catch something I'm not planning on eating, it makes it easier to take out. And 2, if I catch myself, it makes it easier to take out. Alright, we got a couple of size 8 hooks. We'll throw 1 each in these. Alright, we got some gulp minnows. These are like 3 years old, and surprisingly, they haven't dried out. And even if they do, you can just put them in water and they come right back to life. 1 each in one of those. Alright, so I don't know what was usable out of that. So let's just go through item by item. Alright, so for the bug out bag caster, we are going to drop in a 6-inch leader, or if that one falls off, neon yellow tail, gulp bait, chunk of trout bait, regular 5 of diamonds, UV 5 of diamonds, 2 steel split shots, 1 of these white eyeball things, I don't know what they're called, offset hook, and 2 spinners. As well, there's going to be an extra float in the bug out bag one for obvious reasons. In the Jeep one, we're going to have, alright, then in the Jeep one, we're going to put pretty much the same thing. 6-inch steel leader, 2 steel split shots, neon tail, gulp, minnow, 2 spinners, 2 offset hooks, 5 diamonds, eyeball thing, trout bait. Alright, now we need to get these to fit in these. So, starters. Oh, my fucking demonstration. I gotta do it too. Fold that in there. Try to roll that up as tight as possible. One down. Alright, next one. Bam. 2 Ka-Bar Kaster fishing kits ready to go. Alright, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on the knot I use for securing hooks, leaders, spinners, whatever. I'm not an expert fisherman by any means, but it's worked pretty well for me. So you make a loop with your fishing line, feed it through the eyelet, bring it around, wrap it around in a single overhand knot, kind of like a modified figure 8. Bring your loop through. Once you got your loop through, bring your hook or your leader or your spinner through the loop, feed it all the way through. Pull it tight. You might have to help it along. Trim off the excess with whatever you got. which in my case is my little mini Victorinox. And away you go. We have two Ka-Bar Kaster fishing kits ready to go. This one's for the Jeep, this one's going back in my bug out bag. Now, what do I think these would be good for? Obviously, your vehicle or your bug out bag or even like a day kit. This thing weighs nothing, takes up no space. Throw a little lanyard on her and you can go fishing anytime, anywhere. Obviously, there's a little bit of skill involved in learning how to use it, as you saw from my video the other day. But once you get the hang of it, like I said, hold it in your left hand or your non-dominant hand, tight grip, fingers wrapped around it because you don't want them to get in the way. Lead out with like 10 feet, keep most of it in front of you, put 3 feet in your hand, spin it around like a lasso, let it go upwards, point the caster which direction you want it to go, and you should have no problems. You have problems. I'd say you get about 70% cast with that, because there's always your fingernails or your fingertips, or it just gets hung up on here. Do I recommend the caster? Absolutely. Like I said, this is an all-in-one fishing rod that fits in your pocket. How can you go wrong with that? Before I do my outro, I know there's one more thing you're wondering. Can it cut? Let's find out. Alright, Aquafina water bottle, Ka-Bar Kaster. I think you have your answer. Alright, so until next time, and every time, it's Wolf Cross saying live forever, Wolf out.